summarize my team from last year, how I drafted last year. We're going to be all the way at the bottom. My name last year was Livin' La Porta Loca. Livin' La Porta Loca. I change my name every year based on players on my team, and that's what I went with. Like one year I was the Baskin Dobbins, and then another year I was Cobra Kyler, and then Infinity and Bijan was another year. I just kind of changed it. Something I just started doing maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. So let's get some formalities out of the way. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are going to do fantasy videos every week. I am not sure of the schedule right now, but if that's something you like to see, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. All the things. Do all the things. This channel is growing, and it's amazing, and the community is amazing, and if you want to be a part of it, awesome. So here we are. So let's just go back to the screen. This was last year's team. That's not great. I apologize for that. I did get mic covers, so hopefully that'll help with some of the noise. Last year I drafted Jalen, Saquon, T. Higgins. I mean, you can see. And these are the prices. This year, let's go back. So my league is an auction draft league, so we get $200 for the draft and $100 for waiver wires. Now, the way waiver wires works is you could have the number one waiver pick, but if you don't produce enough money, you don't get the player. I know what you're thinking, that's bullshit, and I agree. It's not my favorite thing. But it is what it is. There's not much I can do about it. We get $200 for the draft, and if you spend it, great. If you have unused money, that's just unused money. It goes nowhere. And we do have keepers. The rules changed a little bit this year. I wasn't 100% sure of the rules when I kept my player. In retrospect, I would have kept a different player, but, that's on me. So the keeper rules this year are, for the first year you keep a player, it's $5. The second year, it's $10. The third year, it's $15. And after the third year, you have to cut the player. You can't keep them anymore. So I ended up keeping Jalen Hurts for $35. In retrospect, I would have kept Lad McConkey for $11 because that was better value. But I thought different in the time. It is what it is. I can't change it. What's done is done. But yeah, so let's say I keep Jalen this year. I kept him for 35. Next year he'll be 45. The following year he'll be 60. So that's how it works. So Jalen, I got for 30 last year, and Saquon was still the number one player, like the highest spending player. But I think this year he went for 62. Last year I got him for 67, which I thought was a crazy overspend, but I did it anyway, and he proved to be my best player outside of Jalen Hurts and Lad McConkey. T. Higgins was out for a few weeks, but ultimately he came in clutch a lot of the time. And Scary Terry was amazing last year, as far as for me. Jaden Reed, I ended up dropping. God, I'm having all technical difficulties today. I ended up dropping late into the season. I needed another running back. My running backs weren't doing great, so I needed to try to get that. Also, there's 14 teams in this league. It is hard. The waiver wires are scraps. So it's crazy. And then Nick Chubb was like an $11 gamble. I actually kept him on IR, and I was able to pick up another player, which was a good move. At the time, it was a good move. Tajay Spears, I had for a little while. Tyler Lockett, I got rid of pretty quickly. Trey some stuff. Lad McConkey was an amazing rookie. I ended up dropping the Kansas City defense early. Jake Moody, I got rid of early too because of the early bye week for San Francisco last year, or they had an earlier bye week, and I never was able to get him back. I think I went through a few kickers. I did the kicker from Minnesota. Wow, that was a northern Minnesota. Holy cow. Their kicker, he was an Alabama kicker, and he's really good, and then he got hurt, and then I was kind of scrambling for kickers. Another difference in our league is we have a defensive player, which can sometimes make or break the game. You'll see in this year's draft, even if I could go back in previous drafts, I draft Fred Warner a lot because he tackles a lot. He is the guy in San Francisco, and he's good for 5 points a game, 3 to 5 points a game, and that's solid. Sometimes between 5 and 10 points a game. It's crazy what a defensive player can do. It can make or break the game. And then I kept Sam Laporta from the year prior because I only paid $1 for him, and I got him for $6. So that's my team from last year. To give you a little bit of feedback on last year, I went 11-2, and I was rolling to the playoffs. I was the number 1 seed. I was the highest point scorer, the least points against. The schedule, the way that I played the teams, and the way that my team was rolling, it was I had a clear shot to go to the playoffs and the championship game. And then on that fateful day, the Eagles played the Commanders, and Jalen Hurts got hurt, and I ended up coming in third. So even my commissioner, when he texted me during the championship game, and he was like, "You should really be in this," and I was like, "That's exactly what I thought." But here we are. I got 3rd place. So I've been in this league since 2015. It's an awesome league. I have a lot of fun. Last year was a bit of a setback for me. I kind of went back and forth on whether or not I was actually going to play. So this is what my starting lineup is tentatively looking like. I'm gonna have Jalen, Garrett, and Chris. So this is my draft. I'm sorry. I went directly into my lineup. Let's go back to the draft results, and I will show you by team what I spent. I'm right here. So I got Ashton I am sorry about that too. I got Ashton Genty for $58, which I felt was a bit of an overspend. But if he hits, and that doesn't look so bad. I mean, I spent $67 on Saquon last year, and it was kind of a little bit of a crapshoot. You really didn't know what Saquon you were gonna get. Were you gonna get the healthy Saquon, or are you gonna get the one that wasn't so healthy? So then I ended up drafting Aaron Jones as in a panic because I felt like I needed another running back. I don't know how long he'll be the starter. He definitely will have his short yardage and goal lines taken away with Mason there. So it'll be interesting. My first wide receiver was Garrett Wilson. I think he has an upside if Justin Fields is that guy, and we'll find out really early on. Keon Coleman, I think, will definitely maybe take that jump from rookie at a little up and down rookie year. So I think he'll definitely see the ball more this year and attempt to be that guy. With the Bills, I know the Bills just signed Gabe Davis. I don't know how he's gonna fit in there, but and so I didn't. So I ended last year with my quarterbacks being Bryce Young and Kenny Pickett. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to have that happen. Again, I want a solid backup, and Bo Nix, since this is a keeper league, would be really good value if I got him for $16 next year. So I went ahead and drafted Bo Nix for $11. jersey because he has saved me in games so many times. So, Fred Warner. Quinshon Judkins has to sign his contract. So this was a very low risk, high reward type of player. I spent $1. He is probably gonna be Cleveland's #1 running back. So I'm hoping that that works out for me. I ended up getting Romeo Doubs for $1. That's getting. I felt like I needed another player. There wasn't really much left, so I decided to go with Dobbs. And then I kept Jalen for $35, and I had $5 left over. So I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever done. I don't think it's great. I mean, so Yahoo doesn't do ranking or grades anymore. They used to. They don't do them anymore. But my commissioner sent out like projections, and I had the 4th best projection, so it's not bad. I think I could have done things differently, and maybe I will next year. In the moment, in an auction draft, it's a little chaotic. You really go in with a draft strategy, and it is blown out of the water pretty quickly because I just kind of look around and I'm like, I'm not spending that money for that player at all. I'm not giving half my budget to that player. So I don't know if you guys have ever done auction drafts, but it gets a little chaotic. This is kind of what we're looking at for the first week. I think this is probably where my lineup will be set unless something drastic happens. I think I'm going to start Jalen with Garrett and Olave, Genty, and Jones. I might flip Jones out with J.K. Dobbins. Let me know if you would do that. But I'm not too sure. Tucker Craft. I actually might do Tyler Warren here. They're playing Miami. It's not a big. It's 2 points. I'm not sure. So those two might flip out. McMillan is going to be in my flex for the moment. I might end up moving him up here in the starting position, like the wide receiver #1, and move Garrett down to 2, and then figure out the flex a little bit later. Let me know what you guys think. Jake Bates will be there, their Packer defense, and then Fred Warner. This is my bench, so I mean, I might do J.K. Dobbins in my I might bring him up. It's really though looking at is Tyler Warren a better option than Tucker Craft is kind of where I am right now. So I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't I know it doesn't look bad. I think I have an opportunity to win. I mean, it is Baker. Malik is gonna have Russell Wilson throwing to him and the Commanders defense, so that could be an issue there. Cooper Kupp is gonna have Sam Darnold. I don't know how that's gonna turn out for them. David Ajan. I mean, I think he can run all over Indianapolis. Chuba Hubbard will be interesting. Trey McBride is probably gonna get the points. I don't know too much about Tyrone Tracy. Chris Bosworth is a solid kicker. The Denver defense against Tennessee is a good matchup, and Zaire Franklin, he'll get his tackles too. But yeah, I'm hoping that I do well. We'll see. Let's see. Let's see. I was gonna look at the waiver wire, but I'm not too sure where it is. Where is the waiver wire? Where is the waiver wire? Am I dumb? I might be dumb. I don't know where it is right now. Let's see. We'll go ahead and add players. That'll do it. So this is what the waiver wire looks like. It's not great. I mean, Jonnu Smith might be somebody that you look into. But outside of that, I mean, I don't really know is not great in my league, so it's interesting. This is what we have. These are the quarterbacks that are here, and we can actually do it by like roster percentage. Cam Ward is the best quarterback that's out here. Wide receiver, it's gonna be Joshua Palmer, followed by Cedric Tillman. I don't really know. I mean, I would definitely look at Christian Watson. Let's see what they say about Eric. Fell to the end of the 4th round in 2025. I don't know that he's gonna be there. He had a strong chance to earn rookie year snaps in the offense. He does have a strong chance, so we'll see. That's a player to like look at. Jack Beck. I like Jack Beck a lot, but let's see. We can do it by fantasy points. Alec Pierce is always somebody that like does some stuff. Running backs is gonna be even worse. Amir Abdullah, Alexander Mattson. I mean, there's just not anybody. Here. Devin Singletary might be somebody. Jonnu Smith. I mean, I might. He's somebody that would be good to look at. And here's a hot take here, and I know we're running at 20 minutes. A hot take is Cole Kmet's gonna get the looks. Colston Loveson will be there, and I think he will. I think that he's gonna do well, but I think Cole Kmet, they just gave him an extension. I think Cole Kmet's still gonna get his touches. So, and then as far as defenses go, we have Houston and Detroit. I still think the Packers might be a little bit of the better option. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And if this is a team that you would roll with, what you would have done differently. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm still a little unsure of my team. So, but until next time, I am coming up with a recording schedule. I think we'll do recaps of the NFL and fantasy on Wednesdays. Recaps of the NCAA either Monday or Tuesday.